there is a slight issue with the Huracan, and I think it's time we address it. Now, if we come over to the side and you see the wing, right after you look at the wing, you look down and you see that.
What the hell is even that?
Same with the front. If we get a nice wheel shot, look at what we see. Now this is serious. This is honestly really bad. Because if we go over to the other cars, we don't have that gap. So today, I have something that's hidden in the frunk that might be able to save the Huracan. And what's hidden in the frunk, you may ask? Well, inside the frunk, we have adjustable lowering springs from H&R, and they are 100% made in Germany, which is fitting for the Huracan because, well, it is an Audi at the end of the day. But that's right, the Huracan is no longer going to be a monster truck, and we need to hurry up and get over to Hurricane Motorsports because they are the ones that are gonna help us install these really quick. And by the end of the day, hopefully, we are gonna have a really, really low supercar. Just wait, one day you're gonna hear whistling from turbos. I mean, for now, it still sounds pretty good, even though it doesn't have two turbos out the back. It is crazy though. I bought this car in the beginning of November with 22,000 miles. And in 3 months, I put 6,000 miles on this car. That's 2,000 miles a month. And we are here, Hurricane Motorsports. So we are currently trying to figure out just how low this system will drop the car, and we can't figure it out. We're assuming that all the way up would be stock ride height, and then you can lower it from there. But it doesn't really say online, maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. So I'm thinking maybe we just lower it all the way and see what happens and go from there. Well, as you can see, we now have one coilover out. What Jordan's about to do is he's about to compress the spring and take this little bag mechanism that Lamborghini put on this car that costs $6,700 to option. Take it out, put the new spring in. Yes.
Is it that much?
Yeah. But then we're gonna put the new spring back in and then tidy everything back up, and that'll be 1 out of 4 done.
Exactly what I was afraid of.
Is it too small for the tool?
Yeah. Because these hooks look monster.
Well, I guess it's on the zip ties then, yeah? Well, we found a solution, and the solution is not going to be this because this is just a little too big. As you can see in the instructions H&R sent, looks like they're using a wall-mounted one to kind of compress the spring because it is so small and pretty sturdy as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off all 4, and Hurricane knows a shop down the street that has a wall-mounted spring compressor. We'll go over there, compress all 4 springs, put the new springs back on, and then get this car put back together. I'm excited. This car's gonna be so low. Now you might be wondering why I went with lowering springs instead of coilovers. Well, as you saw, the car has a built-in front end lift. And to save my front bumper and maybe a future more expensive bumper, having that front end lift when you're going over speed bumps or angled driveways, it's kind of nice. And also the car has adaptive suspension, so springs don't delete that, whereas some coilover systems, most coilover systems do. So adjustable lowering springs should get this car where we want it without destroying the OEM capabilities, which is what I would like. All right, all the suspension's right here. We are at another shop. Let's go ahead and get these springs compressed and get these rebuilt and throw them in the car. And here is the holy grail of spring compressors. This thing is gnarly, but it's getting the job done. We got all 3 struts decompressed with the springs. This is the last one. And after we get all of them torn apart, we will then put the new springs back in and just reassemble. We're getting close, getting close. Well, it is now 4:58. the shop was on us to get out of there as fast as possible. So we luckily got the rears done in time. That was cutting it close.
Yeah, we're on the wire there, buds.
All right, here we go. We got one in. We just got to put together the air box and the fender liner back on. But look at this. We're maxing it out. So this car's gonna be completely dumped tonight. I was talking to Finding Nick and he told me that his R8 is lowered on this and he didn't even max it out and his car is pretty low. And he said that you can go crazy low. So we're going crazy low, Nick. Let's see what it looks like. Wow. Is that all the way down?
That's all the way down. But that's the lift.
Oh, the lift?
The lift is all the way down.
And it's
Oh! So it goes lower.
so much lower. We need more wood.
I bet you it's just right there though. It's probably right there. It has to be right there. There's no way it goes lower than that. Right?
I don't know. I think it's lower.
Yeah, you need to buy more wood before we do a turbo kit on this.
To get it back on the lid.
Alright, go ahead and lower it. Let's see.
Come down.
That can't be right.
I think it was pretty right.
Oh my god. Okay, so the rear fitment's perfect. The front
fitment is perfect.
No, the front fitment's not perfect.
We have to put this back up and adjust the collars, brother.
Goodness, okay. We have all voted to raise the spindle 1.5 inches, and it should make everything level. It might not though, so I might have to adjust it when I get home. But we might have some good news for once and just land it first try. All right, let's see it.
No, they're on the microwave. You have to bring it to your wife.
Oh my god.
We gotta go up.
Oh my god. This is my first time doing lowering springs, so I really didn't know what.
The difference between the front and the rear is pretty astronomical.
Good thing they're adjustable. Okay, well, I have good news. We can get the car home tonight. Bad news, it's not quite perfect in the front. If we go over to the side, we look. The rear is slightly lower than the front. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drive it home and I will give you a big reveal tomorrow and dial it in tomorrow morning before I show you. Thank you so much to Jordan and Huracan Motorsports. If you want any work done on your car, definitely hit them up, give them a call. They'll give you a quote. They know how to work on a car. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll leave a link down for Huracan in the description below. Yeah, this car definitely looks a whole lot better than before with stock ride height. A few days later, here she is, my slammed Lamborghini Huracan. Now, I saw you guys a couple days back and we had the car drivable, but it wasn't perfect. And I think now the car looks perfect. Now I have a friend named Matt that lives in the UK and he actually has a gray 610-4 and he's on lowering springs. And I asked him, hey, what are the measurements from lip to fender in the front and rear on your car? Because mine looks off. He sent me some photos and I was right. The rear actually should have a bigger gap than the front. So after a little bit of tweaking and lowering the front a tad bit more, I think this is how the Huracan should look. But definitely needs a front lip and side skirts. That's the next thing on the agenda for this car after we get new wheels and tires. But, also, that's not stock wheel fitment. Huracan Motorsports and I worked our magic with the car, got some spacers and made them work. They're from Euro Tuning, but I think with these wheels from Lamborghini, the Euro Tuning spacers didn't like them, so we had to modify them a tad bit to make them work, but now it pushed out the wheels a good amount to make the stock wheels look really nice with the car. But Ooh, this thing looks so insane. If you want your own H&R lowering springs, definitely recommend checking out H&R. I'll leave a link down in the description below. They ride amazing too. So we're gonna go take this thing for a rip in a little bit. But first, I just wanted you to see how good this car looks. Also, don't worry, we are not destroying my tires. I got an alignment from Silver Star Automotive, so the car rides really freaking good. All right, we are gonna go to a place that we weren't able to go a while back because the M4 blew up here. But now that we are alone and don't have the stress of that, we can enjoy our cruise over to this spot. It is a nice twisty road, which means we can get a lot of sound clips and really put these coilovers to the test. And this is a V10, just wait until we have a V12 too. This car is ridiculous. This car is so fast. And now that we're lower to the ground too, it feels faster because everything's going by you faster. Feels so good. Look at that. Yeah. If we were still on stock suspension, that would have felt like we were in a boat. We would have been like... right here was where the M4 blew up. Speaking of that car, next video is a huge update on that car and what's happening with its current motor and potentially another motor as well. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now because you won't want to miss next video. See, now the car looks just as good as it sounds. Also, speaking of sounds, I still have not received word on when exactly we will be putting on the new Valvetronic exhaust, but in the meantime, this exhaust paired with the catalyst downpipes sounds pretty freaking good. And now with that being said, I think that is going to be the end of today's video. Huge success, the car looks a million times better, and just wait, wheels are coming. I believe they are just now getting finished with the cutting process of the wheels, and now they're going on to paint. And then once they're done getting painted or powder coated, they will be shipped over here. So I'm hoping around 3 to 4 more weeks max. But on that note, I think that's gonna be the end of today's video. Thank you so much to Huracan Motorsports and H&R for making this car completely transform and now look like a proper supercar. I'll leave a link down in the description below on the H&R lowering springs that I got for my car and a link to Huracan Motorsports as well. Definitely check them out if you want your car worked on. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. and I will see you when I give you some good news on the M4. Drive safe.